Oh, I hope we're not too late. Traffic wardens, eh? I hate them.
Don't you mean hate?
No, I hate traffic wardens, I hate one for breakfast, one for lunch.
Hello, can I help you?
Oh, yes, we're here for the audience programme.
Yeah.
Do you have tickets?
We've got a parking ticket.
Yeah, that's why I hate the traffic wardens.
Well, I'm sorry. If you don't have a ticket, you can't come in.
Hey?
You'll have to watch it on the monitor over there.
Hey? You're joking!
That monitor over there? No, that's fine. It's lovely. It's a great big monitor, isn't it? Colour. Lovely.
It's
Nice.
lovely,
Yes.
It's a good monitor, yeah. And I hate security guards!
No, don't do it. Don't.
Well, this is all very exciting, isn't it, Sweet? Yes, Sweet? What am I looking at? Well, I'm trying to spot famous people, Sweet. Look there! Look! Who is it? Well, it's little Harvey Ross and his dad, Jonathan. So excited! Yes, well, just calm down, Sweet, calm down. I think the show's about to begin.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another Audience With. And here to introduce the star of the show, his right-hand man, Matthew Corbett.
Thank you and welcome to an Audience With Sooty. Well, he's not here right now, but I'm going to talk to you. You know, I always think it's a good idea to get to know an audience right at the very beginning of a show. So I've got a couple of questions to ask you. I want you to answer the questions by putting your hands up in the air, OK? Here we go. Ready? Put your hands up. Anybody...
Matthew!
Excuse me, just a minute.
Matthew!
So, Timmy,
Matthew!
we haven't actually asked the question yet. Could you just put your hand up?
I
Just calm down. I wouldn't mind, but he's meant to be a grown-up. Right, we'll start again. Put your hands up, anybody who's seen Sooty on the television. Let's have a look. Put your hands up, anybody who's seen him on the television. Almost everybody. That's good. Sorry. Ian Wright, have you actually seen Sooty on the television? I think you have, haven't you? Would you put your hand up and join in? Don't sit on the front. You're not going to join in. Thank you very much. Thank you, Ian. OK. Right. Well, put your hands up. Anybody who's seen Sooty on the television once more? And Ian Wright as well. Thank you very much. Hands down. When you're watching the television show, who likes Sooty best of all? Let's have a look at that. Almost everybody. Right, hands down. And when you're watching the television show, who likes Sweep best of all? That's twice you've had your hand up, and it's a grown-up. Who likes Little Sue best of all? Oh, all the little girls, one or two of the big girls, and this strange man on camera too as well. Hands down. Who likes little cousin Scampi best? Yeah, all the really naughty ones. Hands down. When you're watching the television show, who likes... That's it. 3 people, and the man on camera too. Is that it? Now, I know what the problem is. I understand what the problem is. The problem is you haven't come to see me. You've come to see Sooty, haven't you? Yes. Yeah, I think so. Maybe have I? You have come to see Sooty, haven't you? Yes! No need to shout. Well, he's still not here, and anyway, it's my job to find somebody out there to ask him questions, because this is an Audience with Sooty. So let's go and have a look at the audience. Thanks very much. Hang on a second. Not only have we got famous grown-ups to look at, we've got a famous little boy here in the audience.
Who is it? Well, he's the little boy that does the supermarket adverts. Come on, let's go into the studio. I want to watch this live.
You're Jack Hanford, aren't you? Will you come down with me and get Sooty out of his box? Ladies and gentlemen, Jack Hanford. Come on, Jack. Whoa! There we go. You stand there. Just a... Jack, as you will all probably recognise, is actually in show business. He's an entertainer. On the count of 3, you will awaken from a deep sleep. Now, Jack, you are in show business, aren't you? Well, since you are, you see all those people out there, I'm going to go and find Sooty, and I want you to entertain them for the next 25 minutes, OK? Can you do that? What will you do? Will you do a poem or sing a little song or a tap dance, something like that? I tell you what, why don't you just stand there and pull funny faces, OK? That's a very good one. You stand there and do that. OK, entertain the audience. Go on, off you go, Jack. Was he good? Yeah. Well, give him a round of applause, then. Jack, inside this box, guess who it is? Inside here. Say it again. Sooty. I think you're right. Would you knock on the top of the box and see if you can get him out? Knock on the top of the box. Go on. That was pathetic, Jack. You've got to do it a lot louder than that. Go on, do it louder. Go on. Oh! Well, that's enough. That's enough, big head. Mm-hmm. Where are we? Well, we're at London Weekend Television, and this is An Audience with Sooty. He's fainted. Yeah, all right, he says he wants to wave to you. Can everybody wave back? Everybody wave to Sooty, that's it. You know, he really does enjoy waving, and he... Oh, he's crying. What? What's the matter? That miserable number 2 camera wasn't waving. Come on, you've got to wave as well. Come on, we'll turn your camera off if you don't. Thank you very much, thank you. Who's that handsome young man? That handsome young man... What was his name again, Jack? Jack. Yeah, I thought it was. Will Jack give you a kiss? I think he probably will. Can you put your hands down my side, Jack? Hands down my... Give Sooty a nice big kiss. Push your lips out. Missed him. Push your lips out. Looks like a parrot when he does that. He does not look like a parrot. He's a very handsome young man. He's got a bit of a problem with kissing. Well, he's probably not used to it. What we need is somebody who's sort of much more experienced in kissing. Well, Geraldine James, I think you're experienced in kissing and that sort of thing. Do you want to come on the stage? Please welcome Geraldine James. Come on, Geraldine. In fact, Geraldine, can you pretend you're 5 years old?
Yes,
it shouldn't be
easily.
difficult. Down you go, OK. Yes, OK. And you're going to show Jack how it's done. Geraldine, give Sooty a nice big kiss. Watch this. Watch it.
On the lips.
On the lips, of course. On the lips. Oh. She's made him faint. The experience shows. Is that right? Well, look, I'll tell you what. I think Jack's got a little question. So, Geraldine, can you ask the question on Jack's behalf? Have you got the question there in your pocket, Jack? And what's the first question?
First question, Sooty. Do you and Sooty get into a mess when you're making the TV shows?
Do we get in a mess? Do we get in a mess? Do we get in a mess? Actually, we do get in a mess. And just to prove it, have a look at this.
What? My eyes are watering through laughing.
Do you know what?
What?
My mouth's watering through anger. Hey, do you fancy a Sooty sandwich?
You've all met Sooty, but would you all like to meet Sweep and Sue? Yeah! Will you? I thought you would. Well, let's be fair. Let's have the ladies up first. Please give a nice big welcome to Sue and to Sweep.
Hello!
Give them
Hello, everybody!
Hi, Sue. Listen. Where have you two been? Where have you been?
Well, we've been watching from the studio gallery, Matthew.
Really?
But there are so many famous people here that...
You're right.
Well, we just wanted to see them in real life.
Yes, well, look, there they all are, Sue, sitting out there, hundreds of famous faces.
Yes. Hey, is
What?
that Helen Lederer there?
Where? Helen?
Helen?
Oh, yes, hi. That's
She
you're
makes me laugh, Matthew.
Me too.
I think I spotted Beverly Craven.
Where's Beverly Craven?
she's got a
You're
lovely
joking, really? Is she here as well?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I see. Yes. Hi, Beverly. Hi.
Oh, Matthew!
What?
Oh, I've gone all funny.
Why?
Well, there's Sean Blowers from London's Burning. Can I say hello to him?
You can. Well,
Hello, Sean.
And in fact, everybody say hello to Sue. Come on, everybody say hello to her.
Hello, everybody. Everybody else.
All right. Yeah, what is this, Sweep? What do you want? Can you say hello to Dr. Hillary? Well, just you and him, like on your own? Well, he's a very busy man. All right. Look, Dr. Hillary, if he says hello to you, would you say hello, Sweep, in return? So say hello, Doctor. Go on.
Hello, Sweep. Hi.
That's enough. Control yourself. You control yourself as well.
Sorry.
On it. What? Will Dr. Hillary give you a job? Well, he's a doctor. I mean, sorry, Dr. Hillary, can you think of an opening for Sweep in the medical profession? What do you...
Oh, yes, in orthopaedics.
Why's that?
Well, I hear he's good with bones.
Good with bones. So do we have another question? Have we got another question? Howard Staplefoot, what do you want to ask?
Well, my daughter Shelby here has just asked me to find out how old Sooty is.
Oh, well, that's a very good question. Very good indeed. Yeah, I will get on with answering. Well, actually, it's very strange that Sooty has 3 separate ages, 3 separate birthdays. It's a little bit like the Queen, but not half as many problems. In that, he's got several birthdays. He was born or knitted or crocheted in 1948, which is 48 years ago. And that was the same year that I was born or knitted or crocheted. See, we're very close. What? Yes, and 4 years after that, Sooty went onto the television for the first time, 1952. And if you look in the Guinness Book of Records, it's the longest-running television show of any. Wow. But tell me, does anybody know how old Peter Pan is? Does anybody know? He's 5 years old. 5 years old. Always was and always will be 5 years old. And that's how old Sooty, Sweep and Sue are. They're all 5 years old. 3 separate ages. But despite the fact that he's always 5, let's see what he looked like 40 years ago.
Mind, we'll just have the pancakes. I'd like to see you toss one. Well, I don't know. Oh! Oh! How about that? That was jolly good. Two somersaults this time. I think you're better not, you know. Now, twice is a bit much, Sooty. Where did that go? Where did that go? Where did it go? Sooty, come on, don't hide underneath there now. Sooty, don't hide under... Now listen, Sweep, just let me explain. You see, Sooty was cooking the pancake, and he was going to toss it, and he just tossed it that little bit to... What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Now, don't tip them around on Sooty's head. Now, Sooty, come out of there. Oh, look. Oh, Sooty, come out of there.
That was a very long time ago, wasn't it, Sooty? But you used to do an awful lot of cookery, didn't you, in those days? As a matter of fact, I wonder if all that cookery that you used to do, I wonder if that affected people, inspired them. Gary Rhodes, you're on the front row there. Did Sooty inspire you at all?
Well, I mean, Sooty taught me all I know about pancakes. They were his favourite dish. Still does them as well.
And obviously that clip was a hair-raising experience for you, wasn't it?
Exactly. You could say
talking
that.
Of cooks and chefs and things, there is something very, very tasty in the audience. What? You're exactly right. There's an eclair in the audience, but it's Jenny Eclair, the comedian. Jenny, you're over there. You've got a question for Sooty, I think, haven't you? Who's that with you, by the way?
This is Phoebe, isn't it?
And is Phoebe a big Sooty fan?
You like Sooty, don't you? Who do you like best?
Yes.
Sue. Well, we were wondering whether Sweep has got any hobbies.
Oh, yes, of course, he does have a hobby. I'd forgotten. Sweep is heavily into archaeology. Well, collecting bones, anyway. What? Oh, yes, another one of his hobbies. Painting. But not as we know it, Jim. What are you doing? Asks Sweep. I'm painting, replies Scampi. Scampi, says Sweep. Will you paint me? Well, it's a strange request, says Scampi, but if that's what you want, who am I to say no? So Scampi does as Sweep has bid. He paints him green. Of course, this wasn't quite what Sweep had meant by paint me. It makes Sweep see red, which of course results in a free-for-all. Oh, dearie me. You've met Sooty, and you've met Sweep, and you've met Sue. Who is it that you haven't yet met? It's little cousin Scampi. I'll count 1, 2, 3. I want you all to shout for Scampi. Ready? 1, 2, 3! I don't actually know if he's good. Oh, there he is. Give him a round of applause. Here's Scampi. Who's that? What's your name? Phoebe. You're Phoebe. Phoebe, lean forward and give Scampi a nice big kiss. Come on, give him a nice... Oh, that was a... She bit your nose, did you? Actually, we've got a little present for you here. Look, Phoebe, can you take that from Scampi? It's a little autograph card. Take it from him. That's it. Take it. Take it. Pull yourself together, Phoebe. Pull yourself together. Take it. Oh, well done. Pull it. Pull it. Pull it. Do you want to come and take one as well? Yeah. Come on, then. That's it. Come and take one. Come and take one. There we are. Take the card, because it looks easy, doesn't it? That's it. You're making your daddy very proud of you. There we are. Pull it. Well done.
Bro, I just realised something.
Oh, yeah, what's that then?
I used to think Sooty was the best thing on TV.
Used to?
Yeah, but I've changed my mind now. I've got a new hero.
Oh, yeah, who's that then?
Scampi. Now, doesn't he just sound good enough to eat, eh?
He does, you're right. Scampi and chips, Scampi Provençal, Scampi à la crème, Scampi in a basket.
Well, here we are sitting with the Ross family. Do you want to knock on the top of the box, see if you can get Sooty? Oh, that's a... What's her name? What is your name?
Betty Kitten.
Betty Kitten? Is that your name, Kitten? Do you like being called Kitten? Yeah, I'll give her another 10 years. Yeah. You want to ask her some questions? Betty, can you tell us, before you ask us a question, can you tell us what your daddy does for a living? Do you know
My daddy cooks,
He cooks?
fish.
You didn't know that, did you?
Well, the secret's out.
What does he do?
My daddy sometimes cooks food. He likes playing games with me.
It just goes to show it's not scripted, doesn't it? Yes, I'm going to tell you something interesting about your daddy, you know, Kitten, because your daddy is the only chat show host that has never been squirted with Sooty's water pistol. What? I'll give him the reason. The reason is because your daddy has never invited Sooty onto his chat show. That could have been a serious mistake, actually, Jonathan. Has Betty Kitten got a question? Betty Kitten, have you got a question for Sooty?
How long have you keep Sooty?
How long have I kept Sooty? It's a very good question. I've kept Sooty for the past 20 years. Look what I looked like at the beginning. I smashed Sooty's greenhouse. He'll be ever so cross if he finds out. You won't tell him it was me, will you? No! Thank you, friends. Well, oh, he's coming. Look, that's his ladder. Hang on, I'll hide down here. Don't tell him I'm here, will you? Don't mention it. Ignore him, he might go away. Shh, shh, don't say it. Shh. No. No, if I wait here for long enough. Come on! How embarrassing. I think I've got those trousers on upside down. Let's have another question, shall we? Oh, Bob Mills at the back there. From Win, Lose or Draw.
Matthew, we've always been big fans of Sooty, and we love it when he waves his magic wand. Does Sooty still do the magic tricks?
I'll see if I can get it. Sooty, would you bring up the magic floating ball routine, please? Bring it up here. We can show you the magic... What are you doing here, sweet? What are we doing? We're just going to show this audience the magic, mystical floating ball routine. Can you... Is it really magic? Of course it's magic. It wouldn't be a magic trick if it wasn't magic. Can you watch? Shall we let Sweep stay and watch? Yeah! All right. OK, so can we have the lights down low? And can we have some magical, musical, mystical moments? And watch Sooty performing the magical floating ball. The ball appears above the silk handkerchief. And down it goes. And say the magic spell, Izzy Wizzy, let's get busy. Izzy Wizzy, let's get busy. Oh, and the ball is floating over that side. And oh, the ball is floating over this side. And oh, the ball is in the middle, and here it comes back, sitting on top of the silk handkerchief. Give Sooty a round of applause, I think he deserves it. Let's have the lights back up. That's what I call a fantastic magic trick. And I can... Sweep, look, for goodness sake, you just revealed the whole trick. You spoiled everything. Oh, disappear, sausage brain. Go down there. You as well. Oh, I'm so sorry. Let's have another question. Dermot, have you got a question? I hope it's worthy of news at 10.
Absolutely. It's a question that's been bothering us, all of us at ITN. What we want to know is, out of all Sooty's memorable achievements, what is his proudest moment?
Yes, what is your proudest moment, Sooty? He's having to think about it, Dermot. What is your... What? You've got two? Well, I know what the first one is for sure, because in 1976, Harry, my father, went to the palace and they both received an OBE. Here's a photograph of Sooty and Harry getting their OBE, and in fact, I'm lucky enough to have that very OBE here. You see the little one which is crafted out of gold, and that's Sooty's OBE, and I think it deserves a round of applause. That's enough. Oh, and the other one, of course, well, this was a piece of cake, getting this, really, because it is a piece of cake. This was quite recent. Sooty was voted the most popular character on children's ITV. How about that? And I think that deserves a round of applause. Not bad for a 1-foot-tall teddy bear.
I mean, I'm not bitter or anything, but why didn't we win the award?
Well, obviously, that year there was a particular bear bias.
Bear bias?
A bias towards bears.
Let me get this right.
Yeah.
There's a bear bias.
A bear bias. There's a bit.
I'll get the ketchup.
There's a bear bias. Bear bias.
Wow, there's some really famous people here today, and I'm sat with one of the most famous, Sean Blowers. Have you parked the plants outside of you, Sean?
I have today, yeah.
And who's this? Is this your daughter?
This is Claudia.
Is this Claudia? A friend of yours? You haven't brought a family with you?
Mine are a bit old for Sooty.
Yeah, so you come to the wrong studio, basically, haven't you?
Mine are next door at top of the pops.
And who's this, then? This is...
Claudia.
Claudia, knock on the top of the box. Oh, that was very good, actually. Oh, look who it is. Is that Sean Blowers? It certainly is. And is that Claudia? It certainly is. Claudia, give Sooty a kiss. Give her a kiss. Oh, that was lovely. Yes, we do. Actually, you realise that we have the same sort of profession. I mean, we're both on television, squirting people, that sort of thing.
Well,
aren't we?
absolutely. And I actually wanted to ask Sooty, and I don't think Jonathan will like me asking this question, but has Sooty got his water pistol with him?
No, you were pleased to know he definitely has not.
Oh.
No, because I thought this might happen, so I've hidden his water pistol somewhere where he will never, ever find it. Yes, on top of the wardrobe in the dressing room. How did you know it was on top of the wardrobe? Oh, no! Jonathan, you remember that mistake that you made? Betty, Kit, you don't want squirting, do you? And you're not going to escape either, are you? Oh, yeah. Don't do. No. Please, no, don't squirt them. No, Sean, please. Oh, go on, you can all have a burst. Go on now.
Here, do you know something, bro?
What?
I always said Sooty was a little squirt.
Yeah, I always knew that Matthew Corbett was a big drip.
Yeah, oh, very good. You could be on the telly, couldn't you?
Especially his water pistol. Jonathan, I think your need is probably greater than mine. You have the towel. Do we have another question, do we? Helen Lederer, who have you brought with you?
I just brought Hannah with me today. Yes.
OK, well, she's obviously more important than you, so, Hannah, have you got a question that you can ask me?
Yes.
What is it?
Things often go wrong on TV
They do.
shows. Has anything ever gone wrong with Sooty?
Has anything ever gone wrong? Well, do you know something? I think the question should really be, has anything ever gone right? Watch this set of outtakes.
Hello, everybody.
What are you laughing at, Mo? Come here. Come here.
It's very good for your fur, Sweep, actually. Mud bath, you know.
So you see, things do go wrong on Sooty & Co. and how. Have we got any more questions? Gary Olsen. Gary, how many children have you brought with you?
Just the one.
Shouldn't it be 2.4? Never mind.
Yeah.
What's the question?
Well, Jake and I were wondering how long little cousin Scampi's been on the show.
Oh, you know your Sooty show, don't you? Let's ask him. Scampi coming up here. Gary Olsen wants to know, how long have you been on the show? Really? He says he's been on a show for 6 years, and he's very, very popular as little cousin Scampi, which is quite surprising because he can do absolutely nothing. What? You can do plenty of useful things. You can't. You name me one thing that you can do that's impressive. He's having a little think about it. You can spin a plate on top of a stick? What do you mean you can spin a... He says he can spin a plate on top of a stick. Oh, this is a plate spinning stick, and I think I know who we're going to find on the end of it. Yes, it's little cousin Scampi. Well, you're going to go for the plate? Apparently he's going to spin... Is that the plate? No, I'm sorry, Scampi, but this plate is, it's far too hard. It's far too dangerous. We can't let you do that. We can't let him do that, can we? The answer you're looking for is yes, by the way. No, I'll do it again. I don't think you understood. This plate is far too hard. It's far too dangerous. We can't let him do that. Can we? All right, there's more of them than there is of me. Just. But on your own head, be it. OK, I don't think he can do it, but let's see whether he can. He's got the stick. I once saw Sooty doing this, but... Oh, oh, oh. He's done it! Give him a clap! Look at that! Wow! Do you know, I am so impressed with that. It looks rather... Don't do that! No! No, don't mock, because it's not that easy. Oh, I see you're laughing, Gary. It's not that easy. As a matter of fact, Gary, if you'd like to offload that little one onto somebody else, you could come down and have a go, see how easy you find it. Come on, give him a round of applause. He's coming. Gary Olsen. Welcome, Gary. Hang on to that. Should Gary happen to spin the plate, he gets a big cheer, OK? Should he happen to drop it on the floor, he gets a big boo, OK? But either way, should you win or should you lose, you get a little something to remember us by, Gary. So let's see whether he can do it. Ladies and gentlemen, Gary Olsen spinning the plate. Take it away, Gary. Remember the whole... Oh! Gary, your booby prize. I'm sorry about that. Go and sit down again. Now, don't laugh ever again. Not at Sooty, not at Scampi. Give him a round of applause. Well, have we got another question from the audience? Dr. Hillary, would you like to ask a question?
We've got a question.
By the way, who have you brought with you?
This is Rupert.
Yes.
And this is Samantha.
OK, two boys then, is it?
No,
it's just that with you being called Hillary, I wondered if it ran in the family doing things like
Very
that.
funny, very funny.
Yes.
I don't want to ask you a question, I want to ask Sooty a question.
OK, go on then.
We were wondering, we've seen a magic trick that doesn't work. Can we see one, Rupert and Sam says, that does work?
Well, have you got a magic trick that works? Brilliant! You go and get it together. Actually, I'm glad that you asked the question of being a doctor, because we may need you, because Sooty is going to perform a trick called sawing the lady in half. You may have to stitch her back together again.
Right.
Now, bring up the props. That's it. Now, are there any boys or girls in the audience that would like to have two mummies? No, I'm only kidding. We're not going to do it with a real mummy. We're going to do it with a little dolly. And this is the casket that we're going to put the little dolly in. Let's have a look inside, make sure it's completely empty. Nothing inside there, as you can see. And here is the little dolly that we're going to saw in half. This is the lady that we're going to saw in half. There she is. Ah. Now, her name's Penelope. Penny for short. And we're going to try and saw Penny into two halfpennies. OK, you grab hold of her head, Sooty, and place her in the cabinet. That's it. Just push her down there. That's it. Make sure she fits in. And what we're going to... That's it. Close the lid. Close the lid. And what we're going to do is get a little saw. You bring it up here, Sooty. There's a good boy. This is a Sooty size. This is... Listen. Don't do that. This is a Sooty size saw, and don't do that! Be careful. Look, hang on. Just saw. Just there. No, not on my finger. Not hurt. No, just saw down between the two parts. That's it. OK. Put it in there. And then once he's sawn through the... never mind waving. Never mind waving. Just get on with the sawing. Just get on with... Once he's sawn the dolly into two halves... Wait. Never mind. Never mind. Just get on with the sawing. Never mind the waving. Once he's... look. For goodness sake, would you get a move on? Otherwise, we're going to be here all day. Come on, stop messing about. Just make sure it's right down to the bottom, that's it, and don't do that! Now, we've got a couple of pieces of plastic here, just plastic boards. Now, this is genuine plastic, none of your imitation stuff, not at LWT. And we're going to put one of these boards down this side. Can you push it right to the bottom, Sooty? And the other one down the other side. This is just to prove that we really have sawn it into 2 halves. Push it down there. And there we are. There's the dolly sawn into 2 halves. Of course, the most difficult... That's enough, thank you. The most difficult part of... You've seen it now, thank you. The most difficult... Would you put that down, please? Ow, not on my finger. The most difficult part of the trick is, of course, putting her back together again. So I'll put her feet there. Can you put her head back, please, Sooty? No, seriously, it's very easy to saw something in half. It's much more difficult... Yeah, you've got a head pointing out the wrong way. Just turn it round. Sorry about that. It's much more difficult when you're trying to put her back together. Because, no, Sooty, you've got a head sticking out of her tummy. Look, turn her around. Like that. There we are. And we'll take out the bits of plastic. Just get rid of those gently. No, don't throw them. Just get rid of... Don't throw them. Get your magic wand. It's down there somewhere and bring it up here. Because, boys and girls, he's going to wave his magic wand. Don't do that! Just wave the magic wand nice and gently. And we... Wave it nice and wave it. No, just do it gently, like this. Watch this. You've got to go up and down and up and down. Paul McKenna's made a fortune doing this. Just up and down and up and down. And if the magic works properly... All right, stop taking the mickey. Let's wait and see. Let's open up the casket and see whether it's worked. Do you think it's worked? Yes. I certainly hope it has. You grab hold of her head, Sooty. I'll grab hold of her feet, lift her out, and there she is in one piece! Give her a clap!
Yeah, bro.
What?
Do you reckon that's an easy trick to do?
What, sawing someone in half? Yeah, it's a doddle, that, why?
Yeah. Well, it's just that I fancy being a magician, you know, and, well, I was wondering if, like, you know, you might... He doesn't fancy it, then.
Let's have another question. It's crying. Altogether or not at all? What is the matter, Sooty? Oh, you weren't crying. What were you doing? Oh, he's rubbing his eyes because he's tired. Well, look, I wonder if... What? Have a sleep here, now? Well, I better check with this lot, then. You go down and get the bed. Would you mind if Sooty had a little sleep right here and right now? Would you mind? Would you mind? You can think of something to do for the next 10 minutes, can't you? Oh, bring the bed up, Sooty. Well, that's very kind of you. He's bringing the bed up anyway. There we are. He's just going to have a little cat nap, even though he's a bear. Climb into bed, Sooty. That's a good boy. That's it. OK. And that's fine. Just settle down. That's it. Now, he's got to have a sleep in the middle of the day because if he doesn't, he's like a bear with a sore head. So, shh, 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 shh. Because if you keep making a lot of noise... What are you doing? What are you doing sitting up? You want me to read you a story? What, a bedtime story? Shall we read Sooty a bedtime story? Yeah! All right, I'll read you a bedtime story, but you've got to go to sleep, OK? Now, you settle down, I'll get the story. There is a story down here, it's his favourite. Goldilocks and the Three Bears, he likes that one. Shh, 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 shh. Tell me if he sits up again, won't you? Shh, shh, shh. Stay there. Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Once upon a time, there were 3 bears who lived in a little house in a wood. Father Bear was a very big bear. Listen, don't do that. What's the matter? What's the matter? You got a lumpy pillow? You'll have a lumpy bottom if you're not careful. Look, just lie down, settle down, put your head on the pillow and go to sleep. Shh, 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 shh. It's all right now, settle down. Goldilocks and the 3 bears. Shh. Once upon a time, there were 3 bears who lived in a little house in a wood. What is the matter with you now? Can you have your teddy? Your teddy bear? Shall we let him have his teddy bear? All right. If it'll make you go to sleep. There we are. That's Sooty's teddy bear. All right, just put him down on the pillow. Just put him down there. Put him down there. OK. That's enough kissing. That's enough kissing. That's enough. Just lie down and go to sleep. That's much better. Okay. I'll go to sleep this time. Shh, 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 shh. Goldilocks and the three bears. Once upon a time, there was a... What is it? What do you want? Can you have a lullaby? A lullaby? You're joking. Shall we let him have a lullaby? Yeah. Okay, sound department, can we have a little lullaby? Is that possible? A little, Brahms. Just lie down and go to sleep. Okay, that's very pretty. Don't get up again. Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Once upon a time, there were three bears who lived in a little house. What's the matter now? Can you have some pop music? No, you can't have any pop music!
Oh, yes, he can.
No. Please, no, we don't want the pop music. Cut the pop music. Just a lullaby. Just a lullaby. Thank you. Lie down and go to sleep. The lullaby. Thank you. Sooty, listen. If you get up just once more, I should be very, very cross. No, I mean it. I bet you don't make this fuss when you go to bed at night, do you?
Oh, yes, they do.
Because you make your minds up. Go, lie down and go to sleep. It's all right, it won't get up again. I've told him I'm going to be cross this time. Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Once upon a time, there were three bears who lived in a little house. Right! I am cross with you now! I don't care, he's a naughty boy, isn't he? Well, I think you are. What is the matter? Oh, I didn't give him a good night kiss. If I do, will you go to sleep? Cubs honour. Cubs honour. Lie down and go to sleep, Sooty. There's a good boy. He's promised now. Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Once upon a time, there were three bears who lived in a little house in a wood. Father Bear was a big bear. Mother Bear was a medium-sized bear. And baby bear.
Sweet. Do you know who that is? Yes, that's Barbara Dixon and her three sons.
What do you want to ask
We
him?
also wanted to know about his musical instruments. He's played lots of musical instruments over the years, but where does he get them from?
Well, in fact, I've got one to show you. This is Sooty's saxophone, which I just happen to have now. Have a look at that. Isn't that beautiful?
Fantastic.
This is about 35 years old, and the man who made this was called Bill Garrett, who unfortunately is no longer with us. But he made lots and lots of musical instruments like this, and if you look at this saxophone, everything actually works. All the little keys actually play. And there's quite a few other instruments as well. In fact, anybody want to ask any questions about the other instruments?
Yeah.
Oh!
I was telling Charlotte here, I remember seeing a drum kit when I was younger. You know,
Joe McCann, your age is showing.
Yeah.
Well, you remember seeing a drum kit?
Yeah.
Well, actually,
does he still have the kit?
He's got the kit here today. Would you like to see it?
Yeah.
What's your name?
Charlotte.
Okay, Charlotte, I'll go and see if Sooty will play the drums, just for you. Okay, Sooty, where are you? Sooty, are you there? Something very important's happened. Charlotte McGann wants to know if you can play your drums for her. Well, you go and get the kit. Have you actually got it? Right, bring it up here. Charlotte, you're going to see Sooty. Look at that. Look at that. Aren't they beautiful? What do you say, sweet? What are we doing? Well, Sooty's just showing them his drum kit. You're going to play them for the... What, you're going to play the drums? Well, you better go and get your drumsticks. Go on. He's going to play the drums for the audience, sweet. He's not as good as you. Well, sweet, not only can you not play the drums, but you haven't got a drum kit, so you can't You have? Oh, no. Sooty, come on up here. You think you're the best drummer? And I think Sweet thinks he's the best drummer. What are we going to do about that? I'll tell you what we'll have to do. We'll have to have something called the Battle of the Drums. Seems like a good idea to me. We're going to find out who the best drummer is, OK? You've got to decide. Stand behind your kit, Sweet, because here we go. Sooty and Sweet are both keeping the beat, and they're doing it loud and clear. Sooty and Sweet are both playing the drums, and there's plenty of drums around here. It's the Battle of the Drums. It's the Battle of the Drums. If you don't want to hear, then you best disappear, cause the battling has begun. It's the battle of the drums. It's the battle of the drums. If you don't want to know, then it's time to go, cause the battling has begun. Okay, Sooty, come on, sweep. I want a fair fight. Go into your corners and come out playing drum solos. Listen carefully, boys and girls. You've got to decide who the winner is. Ready? It's the battle of the drums. Stand by. The battle of the drums. Go, Sooty! Sooty a clap, well done! Stand by, sweet you. It's the battle of the drums. It's the battle of the drums. Right, sweet, go! Woo! Give Sweep a clap, well done! Right, into the middle. We're going to have 2 bar breaks this time. 2 bars for you, 2 bars for you, okay? Listen carefully, boys and girls. You're still the judges. Stand behind your kit. Here we go. It's the battle of the drums. It's the battle of the drums. Right, Sooty. Sweep. Sooty. Sooty, well done, Sweep! It's the battle of the drums. It's the battle of the drums. If you don't want to hear, then you best disappear, cause the battling has begun. And if you don't want to know, then it's too late to go, cause the battling has just been done. Give them both a clap. Well done, Sooty. Well done, Sweep. I declare it a draw. Give us a drum solo. Now, go! I'm not surprised you're worn out. Go and have a little rest down there, you as well, Sweep. And I think we just got time for one more question. So who's going to ask the final question? Ainsley up there, have you got a question?
It certainly is. Look, Violet's putting up her hand here.
Great.
Making it very easy for me.
Okay.
Yeah, you will. I'm here with Jimmy, my son, and Madeline.
Okay.
And we were actually doing some cooking the other day, and we were wondering, Jimmy actually asked me, he said, how many Sooties are there, Matthew?
I beg your pardon?
How many Sooties are there?
Excuse me, we're going to have to go and investigate this. Ainsley, only you could think of asking a question like that. You're actually asking how many Sooties there... This is the sort of man that would tell children there's more than one Father Christmas. There's only one Sooty, isn't there?
Yeah!
Is there? Oh, Ainsley, I know what the problem is.
Tell me.
You've seen Sooties in shops, haven't you? See, you think there's lots of them, don't you? You've been looking at puppets. Not a word we like to use.
Silly, eh?
That's well, that's the confusion. You see, if Sooty was a puppet, it would be very simple because I would be a puppeteer and everybody would be able to do it. I expect you think you can all do it, do you? Do you think you could all work Sooty as a puppet? Do you think you could do that? I think we should find a replacement for Matthew Corbett. And here we have some Sooty puppets so that you can find out what it's like to work one. So let's have a look. Everybody's going to have a Sooty puppet. Don't eat them all at once. OK, hand out the puppets. Here we go. OK, so boys and girls, mums and dads, have you all got a Sooty puppet? Now, these are what we call stunt bears. These are stand-ins for the real thing because we all know that Sooty's real, don't we? By the way, have cameras got their Sooties? Have they... yes, the cameras. What about the boom operator? Can you bring it into shot, please? Bring the boom down, bring the boom down, bring the boom down. We just need to know. We just need to know. Thank you. You see, everybody's... This isn't the real Sooty, so don't get upset, but I'm just interested to find out what you're all like at working puppets. So, everybody, waggle your dollies in the air, pointing them at camera number 2. Shall I point at camera number 2? OK. And let me have a look, let me have a look. Now, can you all make them wave? Everybody make them wave. Yes, don't give up the daytime job, Joe, will you? Can everybody make them cry? Everybody make... No, he's been sick, actually. Consult the doctor about that. Who's very good... Ainsley, that is terrific. That is very Quasimodo to a T, that. My liege, my lord, that is absolutely splendid. I think, in fact, that we've found two people in the audience who could easily take over as sooty operators. So, Gareth Hunt, Ainsley, would you like to come and join me down on the stage and see what you're like working sooty? Give him a round of applause. It's difficult with a sooty on, isn't it? Come on. Here's Gareth Hunt as a standing Matthew Corbett. There we are. Oh, you're looking very good, actually. That's very good. I should hold him a bit higher. Hold him a bit. To me a bit. Could you? No, just stand.
Oh, me.
No, just there. Okay. No, just about there.
What's
Okay.
going
Len,
to go on?
you all right? Yeah. You got it in? Yeah. Okay. All right, then, Gareth. Could you just hold him up? Hold him up just a little bit. Whoops. Not yet. Oh. Okay.
Skill of it.
Okay, can you pull that cord? Because I want to know if you're going to be good at, that slapstick. Just pull a cord. Really hard. Pull it. Len? No, I'm sorry, it's not good. No, sorry. Come on, you're useless. Get out. Go on, get out. You failed the audition. Ainsley, can you come in instead? Ainsley,
Oh, that's been on to get there, eh?
You are actually used to working with flour, aren't you? Yeah, because you cook a lot, don't you? You know flour?
Oh, yeah, I know what you're
Stand around the back. Okay. Was this an expensive jacket? It wasn't
extremely expensive.
Okay, just about that. Could you hold your dolly up? Get him waggling. Go on, get him waggling. Okay. All right, Len.
Hello, everybody!
Okay. Don't get too good at it, that's all I ask. Make him bow. All right, Len. Okay, when he pulls the cord, all right. Make him bow. Okay. And now, can you pull the pink cord? Ainsley, pull the... Is it... What's the matter with it? Can you... Come out. I'm sorry. What is the matter? Len?
I think you're having problems.
Len, we went through all this earlier at rehearsal. Can you pull... What are you doing here? What am I doing? I was just trying to pull it... No, don't you pull the pink cord. No! I think I better say goodbye in the time-honoured tradition. It goes like this. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Thanks for coming to see us. Bye-bye. Oh, no, not another extra.